Today we're at JC Engineering, and it's always an absolute pleasure to visit an engineering company, especially when they've made their first investment into automation. Now, tell us about their journey.
So these guys, JC Engineering, they're a general subcontractor. They identified a need for where there was in particular bottlenecks within their workshop. Those bottlenecks actually were lack of skilled staff and actually finding guys in particular to run the machines, but also the machine we see next to us, that was one of their key machines within a work in progress that runs through the factory, so that's why it became a bottleneck. So they've been able to relieve that bottleneck.
They've got many machines here on site, and we've been speaking to Daniel about the installation and about how he's finding the automation. What kind of benefits is he seeing immediately?
I mean, these guys have had the installation for only 2 days. Training took only an hour, and the comments that we get straight away are it's ease of use, it's such a simple piece of kit, you just press go once it's set up. So the comments that we've had and the feedback has been fantastic.
Give me an example of the kind of parts that he's running and the quantities he's already machining, and the unmanned running that he's getting.
So the particular part which is on there now is sort of the 2-minute cycle time, and you're fitting about 80 parts onto the table. So it runs for a fair few hours, maybe 3 to 4 hours, depending upon what the component is. So, but when you come into your 5-minute cycle time, for example, with the right part, for an 80 off, that's maybe another 7, 8, 9 hours worth of runtime. It's like another shift, effectively.
Now, he's already mentioned putting a second robot onto another machine whilst we've been here on site today. I mean, that's real testament to automation. We've talked about it being the future, Ashley. Are we going to see more and more installations like this?
I hope so. It's the most straightforward of how the robot can load and unload. It literally is picking and it is placing. We can add things like turnover stations, we can add things like a pallet unload, which doesn't complicate the matter in any form or shape. But yes, I truly believe that some of the shorter cycle times where they've got medium to large batches, they're the batches that we need to automate to remain competitive, especially in the subcontract environment.
And for people that may have concerns in regards to programming or setup of the robot, you've also addressed these concerns today, and again, Daniel said how easy it was. What message would you have for people that may have them kind of concerns still?
Yeah, I mean, certainly, don't be frightened of automation at all, I would say, and it's something to embrace rather than think that it's going to do anybody out of a job, because it certainly isn't. The robot can't set itself. So my message would be to those guys is to actually look at things like where are your bottlenecks, look at things like what is your bread and butter and what brings the most product and turnover maybe into your company, and look to automate things like that going forward.